Hello, everyone. It's that time of the year again to start thinking about Prom 2024. The prom theme this year is Ballroom Brilliance, and that'll be kind of the theme throughout the entire evening for our students. I wanted to create this video today to really walk through all of the pieces of the day, the scheduling, how you can sign up to help, how to purchase tickets, and everything else in between to make the day a success. So let's get started with prom. Will be on April 27th, the last Saturday in the month of April. The day overall will look like this. It'll start at 5 o'clock with the banquet held by our after prom committee. This will take place out at Big Top Tents. The students will have between 5 and 6 to arrive and enjoy a social hour, with the meal to be served right at 6 p.m. That meal will consist of a pasta bar. And if you look at the documents posted on the website, it'll give you a full menu of what will be on the pasta bar for that evening. At about 6:45 is when students can begin arriving at the school for valet parking. We do require that all students valet park their vehicles. So they will pull up on the road right in front of the east side of the school, or the old main entrance to the canopy. We'll have several parents waiting there to valet park. The students will get out and receive a ticket number that will be attached to their keys. Their car will be parked, and that number will be attached to their keys so they can pick them up at the end of the night. And the students then will enter into the school. At that point, they'll check in for Grand March, and then they'll make their way down to the small gym to hang out for Grand March to start at 8 p.m. The dance will follow Grand March and starts about 9 o'clock and ends at 11:30 this year. Note that 11:30 time is 30 minutes earlier than in years past, and students can then pick up their keys at 11:30. That's when students will need that other half of their ticket in order to pick up their keys, so they know which set is theirs and they get the correct ones back. With the dance ending at 11:30, that also means that after prom will begin at 11:45 is when check-in will begin, and all students need to be checked into the after prom, which will be held in our elementary building at 12:15. Activities will go from 11:45 to 2:30. There'll be a whole buffet of food for students to snack on. You can check out again the document about after prom to see what all those exact snacks are. And then from that 11:45 to 2:30, there'll be a plethora of activities for them to partake in. Again, check out the after prom document to see the whole list of all the fun activities they'll be able to partake in. Then at 2:30, students will make their way to our Performing Arts Center. And in the Performing Arts Center is where they will have the opportunity to partake in the hypnotist. And that will run from 2:30 to 3:30. At 3:30, students will be dismissed from after prom. And this year, a new addition is an optional free breakfast sponsored by the after prom committee that will take place out at the bullpen. If you look at the registration form, it gives you a full list of what food will be offered. Again, that is free. It is optional, but we do ask that you pre-register, and that'll be on the registration form. As for the registration form, there is, it's a 3-page document that'll need to be printed out in order to register for all portions or the portions you plan to partake in for prom 2024. This is a registration form that'll be for both you and your date. If a student is coming to prom on their own, that is totally fine. They will just turn in the registration form just with one student on the form. But if they are going with another student, the form needs to be just one form for both students, all signatures on one page. So the first thing the students will need to select is if they'll be attending the banquet, and that banquet is $25 per person. Then students will need to decide for the Grand March portion, are they doing Grand March and the dance, or are they only attending the dance? Every year we have some students who, for whatever reason, decide not to walk through the Grand March. And if that is their choice, they can still attend the dance that night. We charge $10 either way. So we ask that students mark that on this sheet. Then the after prom is $15 per person. And that again gets them from that 11:45 till 3:30 with the hypnotist. We do ask that every student signs an assumption of risk form. And when you print out the registration form, there'll be two additional sheets, and those are the assumption of risk forms. We need one of those from each person attending prom. Then the last portion of it is the breakfast. Again, it is free and it is optional, but we ask that you RSVP so they know how many students to plan for. So we just ask again that you mark yes, I will attend, or no, I will not attend for each student. So if a student is attending the banquet, Grand March, and the dance, and also going to after prom, that will total $50 per student or $100 per couple. When students are turning in their registration form, full payment needs to be brought with the registration form. So please make sure that, again, each student brings their $50 and that one registration form. The payment can be made in two separate payments, or it can be made in one, however you choose. It's one form, total of $100 in payment, all at the same time, to Colette Hansen at the activities office. The form will also require that the student signs and the parent signs, so make sure you have all those signatures. When you come to Colette Hansen's window to register at the activities office, again, with your form and your payment, that'll be the time that you will also sign up for Grand March. And if you are attending the banquet, you will sign up for the table you would like to sit at. Couple things to note. When you sign up, whether it is for Grand March or it is for the banquet, your seat you choose or the spot you choose is where you stay. So for Grand March, if you sign up for spot number 1, you will be the very first couple for Grand March. If you sign up for spot 15 and there's 3 spots above it that don't get filled, you're going to get bumped up, but we won't move students around. We won't sub students in. So if you want to go with a particular group, so you have 4 couples that want to be in line with each other, make sure all 4 of you come at the same time to sign up. Same with the banquet. This year, the banquet tables will seat 6 people or 3 couples per table. If you have a specific group of students that you want to sit with, make sure you come with them to sign, or everyone comes together to sign up. We will not allow students to move off of a table after they have signed up, and we will not allow students to remove other individuals from their table. So again, once you sign up for the banquet, that is the table you're on. So if you have a group of 6 that wants to sit together, I'd highly encourage you all to sign up together. We will not be holding spots for other individuals. Again, to make that registration happen, you need the registration sheet and your payment at the time of registration. As I have to, the one other form, real quick, that I forgot to talk about. If you are bringing an individual that is not a Laverne student, so they are not a Laverne 10th, 11th, or 12th grader, you will need to do an out-of-town guest form. And those can be picked up from me. I will have those in my office for students. All the directions are on the form. So that is going to need to be any student, again, that is not currently attending Laverne High School. Even former graduates, we ask that you fill out the form for them. And reminder, a student can only be 1 year out of high school. All of the sign up and forms, keep in mind, are due April 15th. So that is our deadline for prom forms this year. So we have catering numbers, we can do lineups and all of those pieces. As I've talked about all these different fun events and memories students are going to be able to make, this day can't happen without volunteers. So the other piece that we are asking is parents for you to think about signing up to be helpful on prom night. There'll be a link for valet parkers. So if that is something you are interested in doing, a couple kind of great things about valet parking is, one, you get to chat with all the students and see them as they arrive. You get into Grand March for free, and you can have front row seating in the gym, or we also block off some seating in the pack. So even though you're not going to be going in as early as everybody else, there will be seating marked off. So some perks of being a valet parker. The other piece is for the banquet and after prom to be a success for the after prom committee, they're also going to need lots of parent volunteers, and that link will also be posted for you to sign up and be helpful. Students, this is your prom. We've talked about it being your prom, which means we need your help in getting things set up. Decorating will take place the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. So that's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night before prom from 5 to 9 p.m. We always tell students if you can make it for an hour each night, awesome. You can make it for 3 hours each night, awesome. If you can only make it for 2 hours one night, that's great. We will take you during that time because we need you to set things up. Again, this is your prom, not the advisor's prom. We're there to help and guide the process, but it's for you to set up. We also will need to set up very minimally in the pack on Friday after school at 3:30. So if that time works for you as well, we'd appreciate some extra set of hands. There's a music program that afternoon, so it'll really just be a matter of sliding some things in at 3:30. And shouldn't take us more than 30 minutes to an hour, and we'll be done on Friday night. So again, mark your calendars, ask off of work, come be helpful so that we can have a great event for you on Saturday. Last but not least, tickets for prom. We will sell tickets in advance. It doesn't matter if you buy them in advance or at the door. They'll be $5 a person is what we will charge. Children not yet in school are free. So kindergarten, and above is all $5. But again, anyone not in school, we will not charge for those individuals. Purchasing tickets again can be done in advance with Colette Hansen at the activities office, or you can purchase tickets that night. Juniors and seniors, you will be reminded multiple times the week of prom to pick up your 2 free tickets. All Laverne juniors and seniors receive 2 free tickets that they can give to anyone to watch prom Grand March that evening. So again, it could be parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, but they do only receive 2 free, and then the rest need to be purchased. If a student does not pick up their 2 free tickets, we will not have those available the night of Grand March, and your family will have to pay to get in for those 2 places. So juniors and seniors, please make sure you stop down and pick up your free tickets. The advanced tickets will not the advanced tickets will not be on sale until the Monday before prom. So the 22nd will be the first day that you can purchase those tickets. As for the night of Grand March, keep in mind that we start with the preferred tickets. Those 2 free tickets are the first group that we allow into the pack and into the high school gym. Then the next group would be the advanced tickets. They will be allowed into both locations to find a seat. And then finally, those that purchase tickets that night will be allowed in. So we do 3 waves of admission as well. And those times are posted on the documents on the website. Again, check out all the documents. Students, you're going to need to print your registration form to turn in with your payment. And then we will see you guys on April 27th for a great night. And let us know if you have any questions.